we pitched up. Haven't had a small vessel in here before. What's up, Bloops?
What's up?
Nothing much. Just Twitch streaming, as usual.
User joined your channel.
Alright, so here we go. Now, big change to the base. First thing you notice is we got this extension coming out to the east. And there's a different landing pad right there. This side's still all the same. Big, massive airstrip. That's how I managed to get the Cerberus spawned in. Was making a really big landing strip area for that. Solar panels are still there. And let's just jump up here on the roof. And we'll just set down right by the elevator. That's good enough for me. Make sure we get docked. Where's my little ding ding noise? Oh, I must not have heard it. There we go.
Love the base, by the way, Blue.
Now, I think it's been a little while since I showcased the base a little bit. So we'll go down here to the first one. There's been a lot of changes. A lot happened off camera. And then I was on vacation for a little while, which is why I wasn't streaming very much in the last week. So I just kind of like hit the highlights. So I decided to open up the second floor. And I gutted the first floor, this area right here. It used to be the constructors were all in here on this side. We had some fridges. So now it's just been opened up. There's glass. You can see outside now. A couple of the stations got moved over here. So medical and clone, as well as the armor locker. This is for repair station. This is deconstructor, hence the pressure plate to turn those on if you don't want to use the P menu. Oxygen. Some cargo is down here, mainly like weapons and tools and that sort of thing. The greenhouse that was here, I put windows in so you can kind of see when your crops are going to be done. I thought that was a pretty cool touch. So here's our very green greenhouse. This is Exim humor at its finest. And this didn't really change around too much. Elevator here going up to the top and a way out. This is new. And we have the repair console, med bay, and the repair block is over there. So if you need to repair your ship, just park it out there and Bob's your uncle. Now, coming up here to the second floor, one of the things I realized, because I had the furnace in the basement, is that you really need more than one furnace. Case in point, we now have 3. And you can see that it says Ernest on the pole, but the F is on the ceiling, so it says furnace. So there was some jokes on TeamSpeak about this being the Ernest and why the Ernest light was flashing, because again, signal logic, here's the furnace kicking on and letting everyone know that we're currently draining tons of power from the base while we're working on smelting lots of things. So actually, there's actually ore to smelt right now. If we take a look at the couple stacks I brought back of iron, I already smelted the rest of all this that I brought back, but I just got annoyed at waiting for this to get done, so I just turned it off. The space station, I actually have 10 furnaces on my floor that handle the smelting. It goes by so much faster. Way faster. And so there's that. We went from having 3 constructors to having 9 constructors. And one of the things that we were using a lot of the constructors for was making a lot of fuel. So you'll notice that this set, 1 through 3, is dedicated fusion cell production. So the water generators are right outside. Come in here, steel plates or iron, water containers, promethium ore. Lets everyone know, what's going on. You load up all your stuff, queue up your jobs, you flip the switch, and you're done. Then 4, 5, and 6, this was the large bulk jobs. We've been churning out a lot of concrete for armored concrete for the space station. There's also some other things that people like to make a lot of in bulk. So, hey, 4, 5, and 6, you want to take up a constructor for a while, there's your section. 7, 8, 9, hey, you just need to come in here for a moment. You just need to make 2 or 3 things real fast. No problem. This is the small batch job. So right here, excellent. Let me just hide my waypoints. So there you go. So right here, this is probably the most varied ingredients that we have for the input. This is looking kind of bad right now, but it can definitely be filled up a little bit more. But hey, makes a lot of stuff. And I put some windows in here overlooking the airfield. Crappy view when there's a radiation storm at the moment. We've changed, there was food processor and fridges here, but that has been redesigned, taken out because of 6 kitchen and 6 greenhouse, which I'll show you in just a moment. And I did put a little label here letting everyone know what was what. Basement didn't really change around a whole lot, mainly the basement. I took the furnace out of the basement, made this a little bit more kind of nice to come into. But you still have some of our smaller parking down here, tunnel that goes out. Generators are still down here. The furnace was over here. It got pulled out. A lot more fuel tanks have been added. I'm starting to get really paranoid about running out of power at bases. But you'll see that there's still plenty here. Most stuff's on signal logic, so that helps out a lot. Hover vessel, small vessel storage, ammo for them. That's the basement. So let's go here to floor number 2. Oh wait, this area I kind of wanted to turn into like a pirate lounge / break room. And the flashing reds from the furnaces right now. Let me turn my lamp on because it's kind of dark in here. So this is work in progress. Maybe set up like a little bar area, something nice and cozy, some tables and some chairs. Just basically some interior decorating for the shell. And cut through the greenhouse. Momo did this area. This has actually been in place for a little while now, but I missed the bathroom last time I went through here, so let me just show you guys here real quick. She's making some good use of the glass and the style that she went with. I don't know if anyone here plays Warframe, but Warframe has a group or a faction that's called the Oricon, and they like this gold look, like black and gold. You'll see it around in a lot of places. And so she kind of had this as her inspiration for this build. And you'll see, again, a lot of the same kind of color palettes used through here. This is her chocobo storage. And she's got these all colored up. This is Momo's personal storage. And window overlooking this. This is right over the bathroom area. I guess every base should have a bathroom, right? I didn't realize that you could, you get these little perks. Like, you go to the couch and you can restore your stamina. Or you go to the bathroom and you can, I forget what the bathroom does. We'll take a look. But she's got some statues. Peaches added in, this big rock statue here for a little while. It was pretty funny. I knew it wasn't Momo. It seemed really out of place, and it wasn't facing the right way. I was like, there's no way that's Momo. And come to find out, Peaches had put it in here. It's like, everyone on here likes to do just little couple things, just to be like, boom, I was here, or boom, hey, check it out, I messed with your build. But it's in a nice way. It's not like any kind of griefing or whatever. And earlier you guys saw, Bloops writing on my ship and all that stuff. So yeah, table for stamina. So this is like a kitchen area right here, kitchen and eating. And she likes these work lamps for some of this. And I don't want to miss the bathroom again. Where the heck did the bathroom go? Let's see. Was it underneath? Oh! No wonder I always miss the bathroom. Never come over this way. Alright, so... Oh, you can actually store stuff in the vanity. That's kind of nice. Gotta have our cleaning supplies. We're going to reduce our radiation and restore normal body temperature with our awesome shower. Check that out. I like that drain. That's pretty cool. And you actually hear the water sound when you use the shower? It'd be nice if they actually had some water coming out of there. There's actually a shower curtain. What? This is pretty neat. Okay. And we've got wardrobe. Nothing in there at the moment. And here's our toilet, so we can cure indigestion, hangover, and bad trips. Alright, there it is, toilet flushing. That's pretty cool. So yeah, our base actually has a bathroom. I totally missed this. That's pretty neat. Alright, and let's go over to 6 area. So let's see. I usually go there from the 2nd floor. So we'll just go up here. And this is what he's been working on 6 layer. So we're just kind of cruise on over here. You'll see he's got the cool labels using those LCD screens. 6 kitchen. We got like this airlock thing going on here. 2 doors. And then we immediately bust out of the tile, which is exactly what you would expect to see in a kitchen. Especially one that's like of this magnitude. So I'll turn my light back on. Alright, so we'll just kind of give it a pan here. We just came in from this door, and we've got our spoil food box and more refrigerators that are all appropriately labeled in case you want to just come in here and press F on a particular fridge. Spice, vegetables, berries, grains, natural stimulant, mushrooms, natural sweetener, fruit, plant protein, buds. You name it, it's all here. As well as this really sneaky elevator that you might not have noticed. We'll go down here in a moment. This is the kitchen. So, come on over here. You got a refrigerator all ready to go. And we have our food processor. It's already linked up to raw food materials. So Sick has this vision of making tons and tons and tons of emergency rations. And, you know, they're great. It's 500 food. You get some health from it. You get 50 health. And they never perish. So you don't even have to worry about refrigeration. So the whole goal of Sick's Kitchen is to produce, in bulk, emergency rations. Now, emergency rations take a lot of material to make. It's not a really simple thing like making a burger like I like to do in my capital vessel. So you can see we have tons of food processors, refrigerators, and there's also a lot of levers here and lights. So we did this a little earlier today. We got to learn, Sid got a little tutorial on signal logic. So if I come over here and flip this switch, he got to learn how to set up some stuff for his signal logic. So that'll let him know exactly which one of these is on and taking up power as it's producing. It's very cool stuff. So we'll just turn that back off. And that is pretty much the kitchen. I'm sure we'll have a lot more. I think he's not done with it yet. There's probably still some more. And then the greenhouse is what he actually started on first. So we'll just come down the elevator here. And this is the very crazy welcome to the jungle greenhouse that Sick has put together. And, you know, you can't even see the other side. It just goes. That's plants for days. So there's 18 different types of plant sprouts in this game. And Sick wanted to have a greenhouse of variety. So every plant type in this game, all 18, has, I think it was 60 or 90. Was it 60? Let me double check with my calculator. Yeah, it's 60. Because it comes out to 1,080 total crop plots for this design. So it's 60 crop plots per plant species. So there's 18 different types. So you know what? We're gonna hop on the motorbike here. This is what he does too. And we'll just kind of go down here and take a peek. So you got your wheat. Look at that. We even got like Latin going up here. Isn't that great? And then, you know, next one, pumpkin. And it even has like a little bit of information here. Round, smooth, slightly ribbed skin. What's up?
60.
Yeah. I figured it out.
Delay.
I know. So we have that. And then the space cave. I don't know if that's how you actually say it, but we'll use Exum pronunciation. It's my stream. So natural stimulant. Tomatoes, and like I said, it just goes for days, man. Look at this. Pair things to get some fruit. 25-minute harvest time. Blue pepper. 18 different types of plants in this game. Corn, aloe vera, honey plant, space oranges. You got your coffee. Always need to have coffee everywhere you go. Spice, fibrous plants. Akua berry, mushrooms, and not all these are filled out. Like I said, work in progress still. Takes a little bit to make all the sprouts. All the alien flowers for the buds. And eggplant. And you can see we finally made it to the other end of the greenhouse. So So, like, how nuts is that? And if you travel by motorbike, you know, it still takes a hot minute to get to the other side. I don't know why my screen's being jumpy like that, but that's alright. I get to ride a motorcycle in a greenhouse. I can't complain. So yes, super duper freaking big greenhouse. And he's got more than one way to get in and out of the greenhouse. So let's just spit you back out into the first floor. So that is the showcase of what Sick has been up to. He did start doing some work on a small vessel he's got up there. He's making some improvements to a prefab, but I think that's pretty much been what he's been working on. And I'll give him a moment to catch up on the stream and if he wants to say anything about his particular build. He's got like a 30-second delay with the stream. All right, so we're gonna go visit.
It's a work in progress.
Just work in progress. Okay.
But I might go join Bloops and build on the other side of the planet. Just to mess with them. You didn't put a flag on this planet. I didn't see you claim it. Is this your bush?
Wait, you didn't find the flag? Should have made it bigger.
Much, much bigger.
Should have terraformed half the planet into a giant flag.
Well, then the other half would be my flag.
Fair enough.
So now we're gonna go check out the space station so you guys can see what's changed there too. Alright. Ah, figures. I would be completely on the other side. Wait, is this me? Nope. I'm over there.
I am somewhat stealing his design of building underground, though.
It's a huge hassle.
It
but
is.
It's cool.
When I visited yours, I noticed you didn't really have a lot of defense built up to it yet.
Yes, currently my defense is parking a capital vessel next to it.
That's what
And
me and
letting
Exim
that
were
shoot
discussing.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll ever get real jetpacks in this game?
I think it'd be cool if we did. Alright. We're gonna go cruise over to the space station. so you guys can see what Admiral Peaches did. I was absolutely floored and amazed all at the same time. Like, it was just like, what? I can't believe Peaches managed to pull that off. I didn't know he had it in him. Alright, turn the engines on. There's my green light to let me know that I can sit my butt in the captain's chair so we can take off and get out of here. So let's just cruise on over. We're going to go to Inda. And our space station is in orbit around, well, it's not really in orbit, it's a fixed point in space, but you get what I'm trying to say. Alright, here we go. So usually it's just right up here and to the left. There we go. This is definitely work in progress. This is probably the largest build we have on the server currently. And there's many hands in the cookie jar, which is pretty cool. A lot of us all played Minecraft together, so kind of have an idea who likes to do what kind of stuff. And who's good at what. So we're just going to go ahead and get parked. I have the smaller bay down here, which is kind of like custom fit for my capital vessel that I fly. Oops. And usually I do a lot better job than that. Alright. Oh, I know why we're messing up. The brakes aren't on! Alright. Ever since this new stuff got put on here, it's a little harder to park my ship. Because I tell you, I only have like a few blocks clearance vertically. Side to side, I have a lot more wiggle room. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's go kill off the engines, and we're gonna go take a look at what's been happening and what Peaches did. And he's been working on this whole engineering area that you see right here. This has been Peaches' main focus, is the engineering floor. So let's take a look right after I open up my Mountain Dew. So, to those that don't know how this all came into being, I usually come up with a framework for something. And by framework, I mean like the general shape. Because I'm pretty good at planning out things like that. And then, I let people who know how to build get in here and do their really cool stuff. So, taking example from Minecraft days, we had, on the ImagineCraft server, there was a large community center. Our Season 1 community center was so-so. Actually, it was pretty good for a smallish server, but then it grew, and we needed to have a lot more space. We had personalized mailboxes for everyone, and work buttons so you could jump back to and from your base. It was pretty neat. But, so I sat down and I planned this whole thing out. And, you know, from a structural standpoint, it was mainly the shapes and what would happen at each different thing. It was like a biome for all the different wings. And it was a really cool concept and ideas. But it didn't really start to shine until Momo and Artex got in there and started doing their stuff. And they're really good at designing and just building in general. And so Momo has always been, no matter what game we go into, a stellar builder. And then over time, you know, I got to meet Admiral Peaches.
Hey, quick question. Do we have autominers on Inda mining Sathium? Or, I get better question, do you know off the top of your head the answer to that question?
On Inda?
Yeah, Inda.
I don't think I did anything on Inda.
Okay, cool. It's explored. That's actually not why I asked. I would have explored it if it wasn't. The real reason I was asking is it's the closest Sathium to Navinda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when I saw that it was explored, I was like, maybe these are already mining. But all right.
That's cool. If you have any other questions, just ask. It's cool.
Cool. Yeah, 'cause that's gonna be the thing that. Oh, look, a floating space tree. Anyway, that's glad to see they didn't patch that one out yet. That's probably gonna be the bottleneck for building it for me at this point, since I have all of the Ziscosium and Erastrium you could ever need.
How much Sathium do you need?
Depends on what I want to build, but Navinda has no Sathium, so more than none.
Okay. All right. So Peaches had some things that he did on ImagineCraft, and one of the things that he did was he built this giant freaking spaceship, which is funny because we're playing a space game now, right? Like, who would have thought? So that's why he became Admiral Peaches. He used to be a different name. But Admiral Peaches was born. He had this big freaking spaceship that he did in Minecraft blocks. It was a very tedious project for him, but man, dude tore it up. So I figured, let's see what he does with this. So again, overall structure. We're going to make a giant cube, and we're going to divide it up into layers of floors, and we're going to have the capital vessel parking off to the side like this, and its own like hangar area, force fields, you know, all good. Then everyone's been kind of working on their own thing. Like, I'll just kind of show you like what space he had to work with initially. This is it. So big giant cube separated into, what is it, six? Was it 6 high? Yeah, 6 tall walls. And the dimensions of this are 51 by 51. So 51 by 51 length, width, height of 6. This is what space he has to use. So you know, take a good look at this. Make sure my lamp is on. All right. Now, let's go look and see what he transformed it into. So actually, instead of coming in that way, we're going to take the elevator. So we're just going to roam right on over here and showcase what Peaches has done. So up we go. All right, floor 5 already has an entryway that's labeled. Like, this just makes me happy on the inside, right? This is glorious. So we have engineering loading bays, floor 5. We got some nice decals here, and we got double doors. Stroll right on and through, and it's like this garden type deal here. We got some decorations. It's not even a garden. It's just good decoration, like houseplants, but in space. So I hadn't even seen some of this stuff yet. So look at the texture use here. Like this, we have like this like tree texture kind of deal. It just kind of goes up and over. It connects into a light. What? Like that? That's slick. That's just slick. And then we come over here. We kind of have like, I don't know, what do you want to call this? Maybe like a little pond, koi pond. I can just imagine like little fish in here, you know, if that was a thing. But none of us have really taken advantage of using like the stonework textures in here because it's all just kind of like meh. But in this setting, it shines. It is great. So I come in here and I'm just like, whoa, check this out. Just tickles me, man. It's great. I wouldn't even find something like this. I am not the artist of the group. Okay, I'm the structural math nerd dude who, you know, I like numbers and spreadsheets and that kind of thing. I am not an artist. Stick figures. That's how I draw. That's right. Thanks, Jen. I'm the stick figure guy. So we got a window. You can kind of see something peeking out over there. What is it? Who knows? So again, we're just going to kind of go through. And apologies, I'm just going to rub my eye for a moment here. Got something in there. But yeah, so we're just going to go through. And again, you know, you see the ponds on the side, more plants. And then I don't even know what's up here, if there is anything up here. So yeah, just kind of a little walkway to go through. Nothing really showcasing with that. But still, nice little way to kind of guide people where to go. All right. We'll head to the exit because that was basically just looks at my ship. So I think it's kind of cool that engineering empties out into my bay for capital vessels. Everyone's been liking these console decorations, I've noticed. I've been seeing a lot more of these pop up in people's builds. So base power is on. So heads up, as soon as you come look at the outside with engineering, your base power. Great sign. Alright, we'll go back in here and we can go this way. And we have a little cargo bay area. I just kind of sit back here so you can kind of see all this. And there we go. I can actually hide my UI some, so you can really get a good look without some of the icons and things in the way. So kept the original texture on the ceiling that you saw earlier. Just kind of accented things with lights. Changed the floor texture in here. Something totally different. I don't have my lamp on. This is the natural lighting for the room. I like the use of these blocks, because this is not a container by any means. It's like handcrafted out of the shapes. These giant container looking deals. Barrels, I guess you could say. It looks very barrel-esque. And then, I don't even know what the hell this thing is. It's like a little train, or like a little forklift. Yeah, it's a forklift. You got like a little forklift guy right here. A little HV forklift. It's really cute. So there it all is. And he has another one of these over here. He's got a couple. So it's like you just come in here and you can expect like little forklifts to come out. Like who thinks of these little things like this? Like this is just, it's really cute. And it's actually kind of, it looks practical. Like, hey, you come in here, you're going to unload some stuff, and this is how you're going to get all those water containers out of your ship. Ammo box right there, and this is what's all this going on. He's got cargo boxes stashed in these this area that's just classified as cargo. I wonder if he gave any of these like a custom name, or just giving us a lot more storage for the space station. So yeah, so this is the hangar bay, and this is bay 1, and that's what you kind of saw when we were out here looking. So if you want a perspective on where we are, it's receiving bay 1. We'll just dip in here to receiving bay 2 for the other side. So here we are, bay 2. Turn off the jetpack. A little bit more room in here, it looks like, and we kind of got like this rail system here to move things. Yes, this is a vanilla server. It's survival. No creative mode here. And this is what Peaches has been working on probably in the last week, I'd wager to say. So it's been pretty phenomenal, us all learning the game. I think, I don't even know how many hours I'm at now, maybe 300. I'd have to check Steam. But Peaches has been on here more than I have. I'd say I'm the number 2 guy. Peaches is definitely number 1. I think the only thing that we're doing that isn't technically considered vanilla on here is this auto miner thing that we have, which I'm just learning about, and that's this auto miner deal. I'll probably showcase in the future a little bit more about this, but right now I gotta do some more digging. But Peaches wanted me to test it out. That's the only thing that's extra on here that I don't think is standard. Alright, let's check out this control room. Again, I like the grill on here. Uses the, what's that block called? Walkway. I love how the multi-tool tells me what things are, so if I don't know what someone did, I could just be like, what is this? And I can get my multi-tool out, and I can see how they did that particular block shape. So we have the bay, and so right here it says loading bay 2 is in use. Now you could actually get in there. There's a door, and you can walk around up top here, and there's the elevator to get through here when you're done, or if you park something in here. So we'll just take that route. Again, seeing some weird looking plants. It's like a hologram. kind of disappears on you. Ugh. Don't know what I think about that. Again, more of these consoles around. It's very, I guess, space station-like, or if you think about Star Trek, you know, like the USS Enterprise. Everyone's got like little consoles or tablets that they're rolling around with. Very future-esque. So, pretty awesome. And I want to say there was a door up here, but maybe I was mistaken. One of these had a door, so you could continue going. Let me see. I might have just missed where there's a door. That's glass. That, of course, would be the other side. Ha! Here's a door. Alright, so we're back in that main area when we actually we're not even in the main area. This is the lobby, the fish ponds, so to speak. Our Zen garden kind of textures that are going on. It's very zen in there. Just want to like sit and stare into the blue. It's very pretty. So that was the engineering loading bay section. And again, keep in mind the area to work with is 51 by 51 and a height of 6. That was one of his quadrants, if you will, because this is the center. So let's take a look and go over here. So we have, I really love this open interface here. You know, we have that 6 tall height, and he takes advantage of the space. You know, you get this grand feeling when you're walking through this massive walkway. It's just, this atrium is beautiful. All right, fuel storage, and oxygen storage. So let's go up here. So you'll notice that it takes advantage of the height. We're instantly going to go up some stairs. So you're kind of wondering, like, hey, why do we have an elevation change when everything's on one level? So we'll just kind of zigzag up through here. You kind of see there's a little bit more stairwell right there. We're just going to walk up here, and we're greeted with an oxygen station. And again, console. Someone can sit there and bang around on the keyboard, stream on Twitch, whatever they want to do. And we have all the fuel tanks back here. Look at that. Gorgeous use of the pipes, like that's actually going somewhere. See, if this is me, I just throw fuel tanks in and stack them up and call it a day. Pete just takes the time to actually make this look like they're all interconnected and it's actually going places. So I'll turn my lamp on here so we can kind of get a look down in there. So again, that's one of those like creative uses of space. And then we don't even like copy the same direction. This one's going to the left, and that one back there is heading off to the right. And then we got like these T connectors for kind of putting together both sides of the fuel tanks. Really neat. And we'll go down the walkway here and around. So we're just going to cruise. And here we have even more. And they're kind of like in their own little bay area. Like they have their own surroundings, their own room for each one of these. Kind of get like a subway train kind of vibe because the way this is contoured and glass on the window. So you think like a train, but it's literally just the shell for all these fuel tanks. Again, more like T-connector cylinder pipes. The stuff's actually going someplace. And I see much of the same over here. But again, he did tell me he put in more fuel tanks for the space station. And all these pipes are actually going somewhere. I'm wondering if I can kind of get down here. And yes, it does look like I can get down. So check that out. Like, just who wrote boo there? Oh, the funny crap our group does, man. Like, oh, you're just gonna cruise around and here's a Easter egg for you. Boo! So seeing all those pipes up here, and they actually connect and run all the way through here and go places. So there's our oxygen on the other side, which we didn't really get a chance to see just yet. But all this fuel is going this way, and we're about to go in there and find out what's in here. So we'll take the jetpack off. All right. Oh, we got some signal logic going on in here. Motion sensor. Turn on the lighting in here. Take my lamp off. And that was just flashing. Cool. All right, so we got... That looks like one of the detector things, but it looks like it's just a random antenna that you can put in. That's kind of cool. And let's see here. What does he have tucked away inside there? What is that? I know he's probably got something in there. I might not be able to see it from here. Kind of come around the edge. Oh, I know what's in there now. It's all the solar capacitors, which is why this says BAT on it. So battery cell like 1, and we have 2. So one of the nice things about the solar panels in space and the fact that the sun never sets is we get solar power in here all the time. So you'll notice we have 100% storage right now with our batteries. They're completely full. And one of the nice things about this is when I come in here to smelt all my multiple cargo containers of ore, which I do with 10 furnaces now, it goes by so much quicker, but it's a huge power drain. So if we look here at solar stuff, look at all these capacitors that are in here now. Like I had a bunch in here stacked, but the fact that there's just now, you know, so many, it's really helpful. Because if you can use free energy in this game, it's like, why not? Just set it all up, put your capacitors in, harvest the power of the sun, and use it for when you need to use it. So we've got 2 solar capacitor banks that he crammed those all in and made it look super nice instead of just throwing them up against the wall like I would have done. And let me get my orientation here and kill my jetpack. And then we have this craziness over here. So we're gonna stroll over here and take a look at what he's got written on the signs. Okay, so we have generator bank 1 and generator bank 2, number 2. So over here we're only using 1. It says enough power for current base January 13th, 2019. So that was 6 days ago. And then generator bank 2 may be needed in the future. Flip the switch for additional power. So if you didn't think there was enough, keep in mind, let's take a look here. Power usage right now, 0. I think even when I have 10 furnaces going, let's shits and giggles, we'll click this. Alright, so there's 10 furnaces right now that just got turned on. What's my power still at? 0. Let's turn on 2 food processors and 4 deconstructors. That still shows 0. Maybe I have to just get some jobs queued up. But yeah, it's not making a dent in here whatsoever. So current output, 1 MPU. Our consumption right now is 1.96 KPUs. We have 246 hours of power right now. And I don't even think that counts the solar, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this is ridiculous. So we have 2 full bays or banks of generators. And this is the generator room. And he's got it color coded too. You got yellow and you have blue. So right now, the only thing that's working right now is the yellow ones until our second switch gets flipped for even more power. So look at that. That's just awesome. Large generator, tier 2. So how many generators do we have? So he's got 3. Yep. And let's see what he's got here. Lever generator bank number 2. So he's got 2. We got 4 generators total, but 2 of them are just on right now. So there they are. Usually I put these on their side, but it actually looks kind of cool with them being vertical. And again, when you have a 6 tall height to work with, why not use the additional space? Although it did come up a little bit in elevation, so that's not exactly a true 6 tall section right there, I don't think. So yeah, pretty cool, neat stuff right there. We're gonna see where this takes us. Let me not walk around with my multi-tool out. Alright, so before you even get into the generator room, you roll up and you see this guy who is armed. It looks kind of scary. It kind of looks like a, I don't know, a D rank stormtrooper. Like you want to be stormtrooper, but you're not. Maybe you're more like a bounty hunter gone security guard. Hopefully he's not as bad as like a rent-a-cop or something. So yeah, he's just sitting there. He looks very relaxed right now. Like, dude, you were more intimidating. Yeah! That's how you're supposed to stand guard. Who's your superior? Is it Admiral Peaches? I'm going to have a word with him. That's how you're supposed to stand guard right there. You got to be at the ready. Okay? You got to be watching for people. No. I did not. You're slacking off, guy. That's right. So yes, all visitors must check in level 5 access only. And you'll notice that we've got some plants down here. Kind of curious as to what that's all about. Alright, so here we go. Back to our level 5 center. So this is generator control. We just strolled right through there. When we went to the side over here for fuel storage and oxygen storage, kind of went around in a circle. And then we have power silos, which we saw with the battery. So we just kind of went all the way around. That's actually pretty neat. He's got this all on shutters. We didn't see that effect because we came in from the other side, and we didn't see those go up. So yeah, lots of thought gone into this for his area. So you can see, like, what I have to contend with, you know, like, it's not exactly a pissing contest around here. It's just everyone's pretty cool with building and putting something together. So I have my ideas. I got some pretty ideas I want to kind of throw into what my floor is and see what I can do. So we'll just kind of go take a look at that. But yeah, this is Admiral Peaches' area of the space station. He did floor 5, the engineering section. And floor 4, am I 4? Yes, I'm 4. This is what I've been doing. Oh, let me not hurt myself as I cruise around. We had too many gravity generators, and Peaches took some out and moved some around, so we're actually doing a little better now. Before I would have broke my leg. But I was not kidding when I said that there are now 10 furnaces in here, so if you're playing on this server, this is where you come, this is where you flip the switch for the furnace, and you smelt all your ore. This is it. This is the place to be. There is there's 4 deconstructors right now. I don't really see a need to boost this up anymore, but there's all 4. You can use the lever on the floor, or you can use the panel, P panel here, to change that up. So deconstructors, food processor, furnace. We don't really have a huge kitchen over here just yet. Right now, we just have 1 food processor, and we've got a handful of food, which actually, since I've been producing so much, we're going to tap into my refrigerator here and contribute some excess resources. So let's see here. Yeah, we definitely can chuck in some burgers here, so we don't want anyone starving while they're at the space station. So let's just we'll just leave me with 3 rows. Actually, we'll make this nice and even over here, and we'll move that down here. All right. And do we need? Which one are we looking at? We're making stuff out of raw mats 1. Raw mats 1. Okay, that's all my optimized stuff for burgers. But we do have some raw mats that I want to kick over to here. I guess I'll just do... That might be too much fruit for this box. I want to kind of spread the wealth out. So, oops, not the box I wanted. Yeah, let's get rid of some of these veggies. Herbal leaves, that, natural sweetener, you don't really have much of that. Want some natural stimulant, buds, some grapes. Actually, it's more berries, but that's looking a lot better. Alright, and this floor... Oh wait, it's another floor. We'll look at the one above this one in just a moment. And then I took the same design that I was doing in the other base, because I like the staggered and conciseness of having multiple constructors tied to one switch. So 1, 2, and 3, that's mainly your water, steel plates, iron ingots to make fusion cells, your promethium. 4, 5, and 6 is your bulk jobs, and 7, 8, 9 is your stuff that you're going to do really quickly. I did have an astronomical amount of ore that I've already brought and dropped off. So you can kind of see here, I added in some boxes, and they're just labeled ingots. I don't really get too much cobalt, but there are, like, let me just go in order here. So that's cobalt. I don't have any spare copper right now. Aerostrom, I get a lot of this. There's already 3 cargo boxes, just chock full of Aerostrom. So, I mean, I'm only missing like 2.5 stacks. Iron, I've already got half a cargo container. A little bit more than half. Neodymium, actually, I should probably add some more in here. I think my small ship has, oh, maybe I don't have anything on my small ship right now. That's okay. What we do have is some iron. Just kick some of this over so this box gets full. There we go. So yeah, 1 whole box full of iron. What's over here? Neodymium. I don't think I have very much neodymium. Try to keep 1 box full on my vessel, and then anything else I get, I just drop off. So yeah, I already have 16 stacks of, no, actually I have more than 16 stacks. 17 stacks of sathium. And sathium's not too hard to come by. Yeah, I already have a full box of sathium on my ship. Let's just kick over like a row. And silicon here, struggles a little real with that. I only have like 6 or 7 stacks. Did make some earlier. And then this ascosium. This is so-so for me. I don't really have a lot of large deposits on the lava planet, but I am making some progress, so there is that. So yeah, you know, if people want to come on by and plug stuff into the space station and decorate, you know, they can obviously come and use this. Someone did some lights above my constructors over here. They did a really cool job. Check this out. So if I turn this on, they set up the blink rate so that this goes in order and everything stays illuminated for a moment before it repeats the pattern again. So I thought this was kind of cool. Like, I came in here and I was like, well, that's a little different. I didn't think about having like this really cool illumination effect happen over, like, I would just want to put like 1 light thing up there and be like, okay, if it's green, it's on, you know. So that's been pretty cool. So yeah, this is my floor, and I think what I'm going to try to do is kind of copy what Peaches did and kind of have a little atrium area, and then shuttle people over to like a construction area. Even if I have to tear all that shit down over there and move it, I'll do it. So it's going to be a project, but you know, if you could just come right up the elevator and boom, you're at some constructors. You know, who wants to walk all the way over there? And then I kind of need to hide the furnaces a little bit. I thought maybe I could double stack because they're pretty tall though. I think they're. What is he doing? He's got to do something. So I might try and hide these, or I might just kind of leave them on the exterior of the room. I haven't quite figured it out yet. But 10 furnaces is freaking amazing. It still takes a while. When you come back and you have multiple cargo boxes full of ore, it still takes a while to make it through there, but nowhere near as long as having 3 at the main base. So I'm really liking the fact that I have extra room to smelt things a lot faster. Alright, let's go look at floor 3. I think floor 3 is one Momo's been working on. I'm going to turn my lamp on here so we can kind of see immediately around me. So yeah, you come up to floor 3, and what the crap is this? That's like a Halloween, like, horror nightmare house, haunted house kind of thing. I don't even know. Like, this, what are we going for? We come up here, just going like, ah! You know, like, scare factor, like, whoa, what the heck? So we got this. I don't even know what to call this. This is just a statue, but the statue she picked out. And I'm assuming that was Momo who did this. But it could have been Peaches. It could have been anybody. Someone could be a troll and did this. Just to kind of like get people when they come up the elevator. I don't even know. I don't know. And then we got like this Poseidon dude over here, but he doesn't have a trident. So that can't be like a Poseidon thing. But this dude is in the water here in this texture. Another statue. So kind of just have this dude chilling in the water with some sort of a mace. Looks like a mace, but the handle's way too long. I don't know. And we got a couple stations over here with some glass. And this is the other side of the loading bay. Oh, look, we get to see Bloops fly in. Look, Bloops! Like, totally random that I just happened to catch him flying in. That's pretty funny, though.
Why, hello.
What's up?
I forgot to bring oxygen with me.
And, so yeah.
Actually, more accurately, I brought oxygen with me, but I was transferring it from my ship to my dude as I crossed the planet to orbit boundary.
Oh.
And it was, like, on my mouse. And that little session change thing, like... I don't want to say deleted it. I'm assuming it just sort of dropped it. The trouble was it dropped it when I was traveling through space at a reasonable speed, so...
Gotcha.
Because it was... I had it, like, picked up with my mouse when I crossed over it, and then when it does that little, like, split-second hang-up before, like, continuing to play the game, when you crossed over that boundary, when that little split-second hang-up was over, it was gone, so... Now I know what not to do.
Huh. Alright.
It's all good now.
Alright, floor 2. This is Momo working on the greenhouse. So I asked her to put it in the greenhouse so we can have some crops here on the space station. So she's been working on this. And I came by here to check this out a little earlier today. It's really cool. So we... the only requirements I gave her was to have it so that it had its own ventilation area, just in case some multi-tooled out the wall and we lost oxygen in the main area. But apparently that won't even kill your plants. But I guess if the temperature in space is low, the temperature will kill your plants, not the oxygen. So something to think about. But you'll notice that she put multiple ventilators in here, and this is all, I'm assuming, airtight. I didn't actually check my airtight debug menu here, but this does look pretty solid. I can only look at the green for so long. And we got different sections of plants. And now that I actually have my stuff built in Excel, we can actually figure out what we want to build here and optimize all the plots here for whatever it is we're producing. So that'll be really cool. And then this is a placeholder for blocks, more crop plots. There's a gravity generator stuck here on the corner. And we're not quite done with the windows, but there's even this upper layer, which has even more crop plots ready to go. So it looks like we have 18 per strip. Since we have 2 grow lights and it's in a 3x3, 2 3x3 things with the grow lights. So plenty of room for growing crops. So that's what we've got happening right now. And let's see, that's another gravity generator. The core for this is actually located down on floor 4. And I did just kind of cover it up a little bit with the grate. It's actually, or no, it's actually a piece of glass. I didn't want anyone just accidentally zapping out the core, so I put one thing in front of it. And let's just keep going up here. I don't know if anything changed on floor 1. I really can't remember. But we got a couple wireless dealio so we can do the logistics transfers. So floor 1 right now has no real change to it. Still pretty much just the empty open shell right now. So that is how the space station looks feel free to comment there in the Twitch chat what you think. I'm kind of curious what you guys think about Admiral Peaches' engineering bay area, as well as Momo's additions with the greenhouse. And if you have any ideas for how I could make my constructor floor, this is like the fabrication area, make this look a lot cooler, feel free to throw some opinions into the chat. Let me know what you're thinking. Otherwise, I could always adopt something and give you credit for your idea on my Twitch stream one day. That sounds kind of cool. And let's just go ahead and munch on some burgers. And my oxygen's actually getting kind of low because I was derping outside for a little while. Usually I carry a stack of the little personal O2 bottles, but I've been kind of lazy today and I chucked those out of my inventory earlier. So we should find an O2 canister around here somewhere, but if not, yeah, I'll just go to my ship and get some. No big deal. So yeah, that's the showcase, and I know that the outside area has been getting worked on. It seems that, from what Peaches was telling me, there's been a couple different design changes with the outside. I'm not really sure. I think Momo might be trying to work on the outside too, and I think she's having second thoughts about what she wants to do, so she breaks it apart and starts over. But sometimes that's how that stuff goes when you build. And then this isn't creative, so you can't just go crazy in creative mode and all that good stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. And let's see, is there anything else that I need to show that has changed since it's been almost a week since my last stream due to being on vacation? I already showed, I explored the map a bit today, so there's more stuff, more planets. I'm kind of excited about that. I need to go around the lava planet and collect some resources there. That was not a shot at T-Duck and his insane carrier. Not at all. But hey, if you got any ideas, it's all good. Because, yeah, that's the benefit of, streaming on Twitch, is getting people's inputs and opinions on stuff. What? See, T-Duck, you are one of the, inspirational builders. Like, someone could just go through your ship, look at the screenshots. You've got a really good eye, that attention to the detail, and you've got some killer concepts. So, I can only assume that you've done your homework and you studied other people's stuff and got an idea as to what you could pull off, put your own spin on things.